to vlogging we go. It has been a crazy week. We moved into a new place. Cue a little video of our chaotic apartment right now. This is currently the dining room situation. Boxes, rugs, an unbuilt table. We're living in a wreck. And we literally slept there, what, 3 nights, and now we're heading to Nantucket. And today specifically will be the craziest day ever because we are flying into Boston, heading on the ferry to Martha's Vineyard, going to an event in Martha's Vineyard, then getting on the ferry to Nantucket, going to see Boston Pops in Nantucket, and having a jolly old time there. So it's gonna be a hectic day, but par for the course, what we do. Mr. Roberts, do you want to say anything?
We're excited.
I'm super excited to take you guys along on this. It's our first time in Nantucket, my first time in Martha's Vineyard. I've been to the Cape before, but they're all different, so we'll see how it goes. I'm sure it'll be great. We made it to Boston. I also haven't really showed you my outfit. So this was my travel outfit. And we have to get dressed for this event. And I think we have a 2-hour drive, so I'm just gonna get dressed in the car. I have like a full dress, heels, I'm gonna do my makeup. So it's gonna be a little bit of a hectic cluster, but a transformation. I call this a car quick change, and now I have to do my makeup. But here's the current state of things. A little makeup bag in the corner. Mr. Roberts on his phone. Always slightly chaotic, but in like a refined way, you know what I mean? So here's the finished look. Clearly I don't have my lips on yet, but I'll do that on the ferry. We're approaching the ferry now. It's been a crazy travel day. We just got to Oak Bluffs. Initially, we had booked a car that was supposed to take us from Boston Airport all the way here on the ferry. But once we got in the car, the driver said he never knew that that's what you had to do.
Just looking if these girls going to farm next to.
Okay. When we looked it up, there were no spots available for cars to get on the ferry, so he dropped us off. We got on the ferry. The ferry was like, each one was like 30 minutes late. Now we are about an hour and a half late, but we're just glad to be here.
It's gonna be a fun time. We're super excited.
Now pulling up to Nantucket. The sun is shining. We're gonna get to the house and like change outfits. Another outfit change. Then we're going to see Boston Pops perform at Jetty's, and then we're going to dinner with friends. So I'll take you along on that. But so far so good. Also, our ferries, like this one was completely on time. This was Highline cruises between Nantucket and Martha's Vineyard. Completely on time. Our other one was, I think, a steamship cruise, which is the brand. It was like, I don't know, 45 minutes late, 30 to 45 minutes late. Supposedly that's not normal, but just FYI, if you come in August, sometimes that happens. We made it to Jetty's Beach for Boston Pops. I'm gonna give you a view of the beach because it's gorgeous, but this is probably the last time I'm gonna pull this out for the night. But check out this sunset.
It's incredible. Literally melting into the water.
Currently, we're at Cisco Brewers. People just call this the brewery. And it's actually very cool. It gives me like dewy beach vibes if you're familiar with it, but like a little bit slightly more upscale, but not by much. And what's cool is it's an actual brewery. You can do beer tasting and everything, but then there are a bunch of different food stations, so you can get like dumplings, french fries. There's a Millie's station. If you're from DC, you might know about Millie's. There's an oyster station. I'll have a clip of like everything, and then there are different bands playing throughout the day. There are like 4 different bars. It's all outside. They have a farm. It's really beautiful. This was such a fun, chill vibe for the day. Right now, we're gonna head home. We've been here for, I don't know, most of the day, like half the day. We were at the beach earlier today, at Jetties, and I think we're gonna rest for a bit and maybe do dinner at home. Unclear, but we'll figure it out. And it's been so fun and like much needed relaxation. We are currently at, I think it's called Bartlett Farm. I could be completely wrong, but I'll put the actual name on the screen. It's a cute little farm, but also a market, and it really gives Brown Swamp vibes, like in the Hamptons. Like expensive prices, but not as bad as Brown Swamp. But I would say there's a bigger selection here, and this is more of a grocery store where you can get really everything you need. But let me do a quick fit check for you. And I'll try to link most of my outfits in the description. But this is such a relaxing day so far. I don't know what else we have planned really. Tonight we're going to Nautilus for dinner. I think we're gonna have like a cocktail party at our Airbnb beforehand. And it's funny because we run into so many friends from DC in the area, so we've just been inviting more and more of them to this little cocktail party that we're throwing. But this is one of the first trips in a long time that I have not done any planning. One of our friends planned the whole thing. He booked the house, and I didn't even really do much research on like Nantucket or restaurants and things to do in Nantucket before coming. So I've just been going with the flow. I have zero itinerary, and it's been a lot of fun. Giving you a little tour of our house on Lily Street in Nantucket. Like, these interiors are giving me so much inspo. Dining room area. Here's the kitchen, so lovely. I feel like this is the perfect combination of modern with like vintage old touches. And here's like a little sitting room. There's a bedroom here. I call this the pink room, so cute. We have a hallway here. There's a little bed. Actually, you can slide these doors closed, so I guess someone could sleep here. I don't know what that is. Our room, sorry for the mess. Another messy room. There are more people coming later this week, so this bedroom is untouched. It's so cute. And then there's me. Hi. Okay, here's the back patio area. So cute, so picturesque. Tonight we're going to Nautilus for dinner. I have a very cute outfit planned, but I'm thinking I should probably take a nap before that. I don't want to because the day is just so beautiful, but for energy's sake, I probably should.
Yeah.
Mr. Roberts, how are you enjoying your time on Nantucket?
I'm having a lot of fun. We're enjoying some black cherries. Very in season. Snap, healthy, likable. You know, it's hard to complain when you're with people that you enjoy, those you love.
And when you're not working.
And when you're not working.
We have a late dinner tonight at Nautilus. I'm gonna show you my outfit. It's a little wrinkled. I've been trying to unwrinkle it with my straightener. Okay, I don't have a surface to put this camera on, but you can see my outfit. It's this dress from a mirror. Let me get in front of the mirror. Okay, you can kind of see the dress better out here, but here it is. It's a dress from a mirror with my little loafer Randall heels. I know people say not to wear heels on Nantucket, but you only live once, and I'm too short to be wearing flats all the time. I'm gonna be taking my small bag out with me, so I'm not gonna take this camera out. But hoping to have a very fun night tonight. I'll see ya in the morning. I'm currently on the ferry again, actually. I'm heading to Martha's Vineyard because my high school is doing an alumni event there, and the timing actually worked out perfectly. So 1 hour ride on the ferry, and then I'll hang out there, meet up with a few friends from high school and from DC, and then ride back on the last ferry to Nantucket, which is very convenient way of getting around. An hour isn't too bad, all things considering. We're pulling into Oak Bluffs now, and this is the vibe of the boat. This is the inner island ferry, so it's the high line. And look at these views. It's just so gorgeous here. And you can see everyone waiting in line to get on the boat over there. You can kind of see my outfit. I'm just wearing this dress from Nantucket. Excited for this short little day trip I'm doing. Okay, I ordered these fries, but obviously ate most of them. Here's the view at Nancy's. Just like a local food place. Have a lot of like fried fish, chicken fingers, sushi, which is what I'm ordering. Okay, here's the sushi from Nancy's, recommended by bartender Zach. When I'm alone, I love to sit at the bar and just chat with the bartender. And the bartender at Nancy's recommended that I come see the gingerbread houses. I literally did not do any research before coming here, so I was like, okay, what is like one thing I have to see before I leave? So let me show you these adorable houses. So you can see they're all fun little cottages. They literally look like doll houses. Like, look at this one that's like pink and all pastel colors. If you've watched the Kardashians and seen the episode where Kris makes everyone like a doll house, that's exactly what these houses look like. Made it back off the ferry from the Vineyard. I'm gonna be a ferry regular after this trip. I'm just walking around in the city of Nantucket on my way to our house. And I realized I don't think I got many shots of like the town, but it's just so cute. Very cobblestone roads, very picturesque. Okay, so while I have a second, let me tell you about tonight. Also, I changed my outfit. First, let me tell you about the day. So I went to Martha's Vineyard. It was supposed to be for my like high school alumni event that was happening there. And I had planned to meet up with a friend. She was like a year above me in high school. And she was going to an event prior. So she ended up telling me to come to that event. It was great. It was kind of a fundraiser basically for the Martha's Vineyard public schools and helping students who live here year round, go to college, things like that. And they represented a lot of Black-owned businesses, and you could purchase items from those businesses, and a part of the proceeds would go to the charity. So it was awesome. It was a beautiful luncheon, and I'm really glad I went and got to reconnect with some friends from high school. But I actually didn't make it to the alumni event at all, which is fine. I love when things are spontaneous and work out well. We're back at the house now. Tonight we're grilling and cooking up some food. Okay, let me show you my outfit first, and then I'll show you the little table setting we whipped up. I'm wearing this dress that I got at Anthropology, just a fun little shift dress for the summer. Yes? Cheese and salad? Yeah. And let me show you the table. A cute little tablescape for a casual dinner for 5. We brought the napkins. These are ones that we got in Saint-Tropez last summer, literally like a year ago. And then we pulled some flowers from the garden, things we had around the house. This is such a cute like backyard area that we had to make use of it. We're grilling up some chicken. It's gonna be a wonderful little night.
The colors, everything looks stunning.
There we guys.
Oh, yay!
It's our last night and I totally was gonna want to stay in tonight because I'm kind of tired, but you know, we have to send in on our last night. Head to, what, Crew? Where's there the other place we're going?
North Street. It's, oh, you can't see. So.
I'm keeping it very casual because today was one of the hottest days and now this evening is freezing, so I'm definitely gonna put this sweatshirt on. Like, yes, it's around my neck to look cute right now, but I don't want to be freezing cold. But here's the look. Just a tank top, J-Crew pants. This is a little Love Shack sweatshirt. Last day in Nantucket. We're leaving today. Very sad to be leaving, but also excited to like check up on our place and make sure everything's okay. Set up Wi-Fi, get it clean, things like that. But the islands has been beautiful. I might do like a quick recap of like Nantucket versus Martha's Vineyard. Obviously, I've spent minimal time on each, but I think it's like worth noting the differences. But right now, we're just getting like a sandwich before we head out. I'll put the name of this place on the screen because I don't remember. And then, yeah, getting on the ferry, heading to Boston, and flying back to DC tomorrow. Okay, the place we got sandwiches from, it's called The Hub, and I will say this is like the most delicious matcha I've ever had. I did coconut milk and caramel, and you can see I've slurped it down in like 5 minutes. What sandwich did you get?
I have been on a, it's probably a contentious point, but I have been on a tuna salad kick. It's hard to find, oh, you can't see my face. It's hard to find a good tuna salad, and that's what I got.
Because he doesn't like things that are too wet. Especially his sandwiches.
Yeah, like I don't like a lot of sauce. So it's good to find a good tuna salad when it's made.
We are now at the Hyannis Transportation Center, and we must be the king and queen of taking multiple forms of transportation places. Like on our way here, we rented a private car, and on our way back, we're taking the bus. So I just booked our Airbnb in Boston, which is also very last minute. I don't usually do that, but here we are. I wanted to recap some aspects of the trip because I feel like we made the decision really last minute to go to the Icon event, the Icon Awards in Martha's Vineyard on the first leg of our trip. It all came together really suddenly, but I'm so glad we went. I felt like it was a really good introduction for us to Martha's Vineyard because so many of the people who make the vineyard what it is were there. Erin did a really great job at curating the guest list and her sponsors, and it was a fabulous event, and we ran into so many of our friends from DC, which was really cool as well. I'm realizing that like I guess the second and third week in August they have tons of different events in Martha's Vineyard, partially due to the film festival and then partially due to, I think, the Black Economic Forum, the Black Economic Alliance. Tons of people from DC come and tons of people from all over the country and world come. I think yesterday I met up with my friends and her mom was visiting from London, so it was really cool to see all of that, and I'm so glad we got to go, and it makes me want to plan our trip even better for next year, so stay tuned for that. A few of my first impressions of Martha's Vineyard versus Nantucket, and I can't say this is a true comparison because I've spent such little time on Martha's Vineyard and even little time on Nantucket. But for Nantucket, we stayed in town, and our friend had booked an Airbnb. It was absolutely so lovely. It was done by an interior designer, so it was perfectly curated. I would compare Nantucket to like East Hampton. In the Hamptons, all the cute little shack houses, and there's so many different like bars and restaurants, and it's a lot of the same restaurants that you would see in like Palm Beach, and some in the Hamptons too, and I feel like it's a similar crowd as well. So it's a lot of like expensive eating, dining, and bars, but really fun nightlife. And when you're in like the town itself, I felt like everything was very walkable. From Martha's Vineyard, I only went to Oak Bluffs and Edgartown. Edgartown I'd compare to like some of the places that we love to visit in Rhode Island, like Westerly and Charlestown in Rhode Island. The houses are bigger, more spread apart. You like probably need like a car or a bicycle to get around, but it's super beautiful. There are places like right on the water, which are gorgeous. My friend kind of said that like Edgartown, while she was growing up, like in her early 20s, she didn't really want to stay there. She stayed in Oak Bluffs because Edgartown was quieter, but Oak Bluffs is more so known for like the bar scene and the nightlife. Edgartown felt like kind of like a boardwalk town, but in addition to the like things around the boardwalk like Nancy's, there are the little cottage houses, they call them gingerbread houses, that were really cute, and there are a bunch of little like artisan shops and like shops that you would see at the boardwalk where you can get like screen printed shirts and like arcades and things like that. All delightful. I can't wait until next year when we can put more thought into our trip and probably still do a little bit of both, but in like the full way, because I really didn't plan anything going into any of this, which made it exciting.